What we've done here is taken a supplement attractive such as like Acorn Rage or a rice bran that you can buy out of the store. We use it in conjunction with a supplement to attract the deer so that when we hunt the stands here, it may give you some initiative or some added attractant to bring the deer into a bow range or a muzzleloader range. This is no more than just a powder form which you dump on the ground and the deer find it and they're attracted to it and come and have free choice of feeding on it. When you go into your local sporting goods stores, you'll see different sacks of this type of attractant, whether it may be Acorn Rage, a rice bran, the deer cocaine. You know, to each person, you know, it's to try it and see if it works for you and if it helps attract deer. Most of the time, what we try to do is we try to depict an area that is a travel corridor where the deer are going to come across it. You can't just pick an out-of-the-way spot and hope that they will find it. It helps if you start them in some areas like on the edge of wheat fields. This is on the edge of a timber line. These deer traffic this area every day, and so they find this supplemental feed, and then once they get to liking it, it's almost like a sugar cookie. They can't stand not to have a little taste of sugar cookie every day, and so they come by and have a little bite of it. You know, the come here deer and the shake stuff, and you know, you're probably going to have to feed it more than just one day. They write and they talk about it on TV shows about how quick the deer find the come here deer. That can be very true, but most of the time it'll take them a day or two before they start getting on a pattern where they come to it multiple times. That's why a trail set camera will show you how often they are coming to feed on it. Salt blocks, mineral licks, the rock, several of those things can be great for you, not just during hunting season, but all season long. But then also things you need to consider is a lot of deer get a lot of minerals from the soil and the forage that they eat in. So some places you may go to and salt blocks may not work as well as others, and that's just kind of a trial and error. You get out into western Oklahoma where the salt alkaline content is pretty high and salt blocks don't always work real well. Where you get into some of the regions here in northeast Oklahoma, real damp, not a lot of dry land stuff, and the salt blocks work really well. As far as the mineral licks go, they're just a mix of all sorts of potassium, calcium, phosphorus, stuff like that they're all mixed into a candy type lick, and the rock can be very appealing to them. I've put them on the ground and watched them take pictures on a trail camera rolling it from one side to the other, licking on it, and almost like the lollipop, they want to try the other side. But, you know, each time you try a product, remember, write down some notes and remember what works best for you. I definitely wouldn't put it right in the middle of a scrape line. I wouldn't really put it right in the middle of my food plot where they're going to paw out my whole food plot. I'd go off to the end or off to the end of a trail where it may not be impeding upon my forage that I've already got there for the deer. This is a travel corridor to and from a wheat field. They're coming out of the wheat field through the acorn trees and then hitting out into the bedding areas. So it gives them a stopping point where you can transition those deer between the bedding and the feed source and give them a little supplement, something that may actually line them up for a bow shot. This is actually set up for a bow shot, 22 yard shot, and they've harvested deer right here off this.